Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Frank Corbin. I'm the broker of record of Remick Realty and the founder and CEO of Young and Rich Inc. So what we're discussing today is cash flow versus appreciation. Okay? Cash flow versus appreciation. It's a pretty simple calculation. So cash flow is money you get coming into your property every single month. Okay, and once that money is already come into, when the money comes into your pocket, the money has already done its job, it's his work, and it come in. Okay, appreciation is money that's continuously working and compounding itself. Okay, so appreciation is money working on top of money and working on top of money and working on top of money and keep working. Okay, now one of the things different between one thing with appreciation is that at some point in time, it stopped working. It becomes dead money. We call it equity. So equity is actually dead money, okay? So dead money have zero use to you, okay? So what's happening? Your property has appreciated from 500,000 to 800,000, and you're happy because you have something that's worth more than what you purchased it for, which is good, okay? But that $300,000 sitting there is dead money. It is not working for you. So what we like to do is take that money out. Take the money out and put it into a second and third property and keep it working and working and working and working. So when folks said to me, Frank, my house is worth X amount of dollars because I bought it at this point in time and it's worth this much. I'm like, great. So your house is worth this much. The question is, what are you worth? Did the house go up in value from 500,000 to 800,000? So that is your value. That's it. We don't like that too much. We want to keep growing and growing and growing. So we're going to take the equity out of that first property, put the second property, and both properties now is growing and growing. So over the years, if you keep doing that, your net worth keep getting bigger and bigger and higher and higher. So we don't want to hear about the property's net worth. That's a property by itself. I want to hear about your net worth. Your net worth keep growing and growing and growing. So it's pretty simple. Now, what you don't understand, there is you, and there's your money. Your money is an ink mirror of yourself. And what that means, your money is an incorporation running by itself. That means it can make money for you whether you work or not. So your job as a wealth builder, as an investor, as a generational wealth creator is to keep your money working faster than you. Get it? Pretty simple. Keep your money working faster than you. And if you keep that process going on an ongoing basis, you're able to retire young and retire rich. Okay? So once I understand the concept of how money gets made and how money gets created, then we start looking at real estate now. Okay? Real estate. So then we start looking at real estate. And I want to understand what's the fastest way to build a large amount of cash. And we have two options. We can buy properties that give us monthly cash flow, and they're going to do great for us. Or we can buy properties that can give us lots of appreciation in a short time frame. Okay? My mentor always says, cash flow keeps you comfortable, equity going to get you rich. Okay? Don't forget that. Cash flow keeps you comfortable, equity and get you rich. And it was very, very clear. Okay? So we started looking at and buying pre-construction real estate. Because this is what we understand. Pre-construction holds the future value of the real estate market. Why? It's newer, it's nicer, it's better in the sense of better quality built, better quality products they're using, and they're always optimizing the living experience of humans. Okay, new homes give you a living experience of humans. Builder putting nicer things, bigger things, nicer windows, better air circulation. Everything is optimized. It's like technology of the home. Everything gets better as you move on. Okay, so how we do this, we're looking for fast appreciating areas that give us a lot of equity in a short time frame. Now, I started on the new construction journey since 2013. Okay, because we already maxed out many places. We maxed out West Side Toronto, East Side Toronto, Fairview Mall area, the W5, W6, that's Jane and Finch, that's South Etobicoke area. We maxed out all those areas in the sense of price to value. So then we start looking at the new homes, the new home concept. And we get into Mississauga, we went to Ingersoll, we went to North Beaumont, downtown Beaumont, waterfront Beaumont, Newcastle, North Oshawa, and now we into Port Hope, which is a golf course community backing up on Lake Ontario. Okay, so these are things that we look for. Now, some folks looking for cheap real estate. We don't buy cheap real estate. We don't sell cheap real estate. Why? We approach real estate from a financial perspective. Can it make us money? Okay, we're not looking at the costs. We're looking at the potential future profits, the potential future gains. That's what we look at when we buy real estate. So if you call Mr. Frank, I want a $600,000 property, I want a detached home, double car garage. Sure, go to Sault Ste. Marie. You're not gonna find that in the GTA. Okay, what do you get for that in the GTA? Is a half a studio or a one bedroom condo in the sky. We don't deal with cheap real estate. Okay, why? Because we're here to make money. We're here to retire young. We're here to retire rich, and we want real estate that give us the best bang for our buck. So here's an example. You can buy a $500,000 property. Doesn't give you $1,000 a month in positive cash flow. It's going it takes 300 months for you to make $300,000. That is 25 years. You're not listening to me. I said it would take you 300 months to make $300,000. That is 25 years. Now, let me ask you this. I'm not sure what you have to do with your time. Do you think I want to invest 25 years collecting $1,000 per month? Do you think I have that much time on my hands? No. If I'm spending 25 years collecting $1,000 per month, I cannot retire young. I cannot retire rich. We don't have that kind of time to waste. So what we do now, we look for fast appreciating areas. So rather than buy a $500,000 house to give you $1,000 a month positive cash flow, we buy $1 million house that give us 5% a year in appreciation. You hear me? I'm doubling my cost now. I'm buying $1 million property that gives me 5% a year appreciation. Now, I did explain the concept of cash flow versus appreciation before. Cash flow is a simple interest calculation. The money works, it comes to your pocket every month, and it's dead after that. You have to take that $1,000 and save it up every single month to come up with a big lump sum of money to buy into real estate again. Too slow. Whereas if we buy $1 million property, and that $1 million property gives us 5% a year appreciation, in 10 years' time, the $1 million property is worth $1.6 million. Why? It's keep compounded upon compounded upon compounded. In 25 years' time, that $1 million property is going to be worth $3.5. Are you getting this concept? So cash flow, $300,000 in 25 years. Appreciation, value $3.5 million in 25 years. Minus $1 million you pay for the property, that's $2.5 million worth of cash in your pocket. Now, that's just simple calculation of both properties. Now, am I going to wait to 25 years to get cash out $2.5 million? Absolutely not. When that $1 million property hit 1.2, 1.3, I'm going into that property, take out money, and buy a second and a third, a second and a third. So in 25 years, rather than having a $2.5 million cash equity in one home, I might be worth $10, $15, $20 million by buying a whole bunch of property over the years and appreciating. Now, here's a key. You want to buy these high value properties in close to major cities like Toronto, GTA, GTH, and so on, because we see the best valuation of those properties. And you guys also know 5% a year appreciation is very low and conservative. Some places seeing 10%, 15%, different places in different appreciation. Okay? So that's what we want. Now, the numbers that we're giving you, I think is very conservative, given that we're expecting over 3 million people in Canada over the next 5 years or even less. So we think there's gonna be a higher demand for real estate in the future than we're seeing right now. And what we're doing right now, we're taking our money and buying a lot of pre-construction, brand new homes in good quality location that we think give us the best appreciation on our money. And that's what we're looking for here, folks. Now, to stabilize those appreciation or stabilize the cash flow from those appreciation property, the big city trick the big city trick here is to get a basement apartment inside those homes. What a basement apartment does is allow the property to break even or a little bit positive cash flow. If not, maybe a little bit negative cash flow. But 2 income from one property puts you in a better stable financial position to keep that property. And over the years, if you take money out, it's still gonna be stable. You can buy second and a third. And that's why I focus on brand new homes, because we want to retire young, we want to retire rich, and we help investors do the same thing over and over again. Now, if you want access to some of the stuff I'm promoting right now, give me a call. My direct line is 647-23-REMIC. That is 647-23-REMIC. That is 647-237-3642. I'm trying to put it across the screen here so you can finally get it. You can text me. You can join my Young and Rich group on WhatsApp, where we talk about real estate and real estate investing, new areas, upcoming areas, new ways to make money from your properties, whether you're doing regular long-term rental, whether you're doing Airbnb, whether you're doing short-term rental. And get the night, folks, Airbnb goes 2 ways. Airbnb is both short-term and long-term. We can show you to do both, okay, to make good, solid cash into your pocket every single month. It's a step-by-step process. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment back on this video. Send me an email, send me a link, send me a text. WhatsApp is where I do most of my communications. You want fast access to me? Connect with me on WhatsApp, and we're going to take it to the next level to help you buying big homes, finished basement, a lot of appreciation in a short-term frame. Today we discuss cash flow versus appreciation. Cash flow will keep you comfortable. Appreciation will make you rich. You choose what direction you want to do. If you want to buy cash flowing properties, you go on the outskirt, like way outskirt. Windsor, Sault Ste. Marie, Northern Ontario, Thunder Bay, North Bay. These places, you get good cash flow in your property, but you can get very little appreciation in these properties. If you want to appreciate in property, you got to be close to a major hub. GTA, GTH. You got to be close. If not inside, close to a major hub, you get a lot of appreciation. And you're going to retire young and retire rich. And as the bank says, you're richer than you think. Shazam, shazam, shazam to your success. See you then.